Hello everyone, thanks for joining this session. In this session, we'll discuss about exploratory data analysis using univariate, bivariate, and multivariate data. Before getting into the analysis part, let's just try to understand what these data are and how they look like. First, let's see what univariate data means. Univariate data are the ones which contains only one variable, and the analysis in this case is pretty straightforward. We will only be concerned about finding the patterns in the data. Suppose let's say we want to find what are the outliers in the data, or like maybe we want to find the mean, median, standard deviation, or maybe we want to find the for interquartile range, or the the z score and stuff like that. So we are mainly concerned about finding what are the specific patterns in the data. So this is what we do in univariate data analysis. And if you take an example, this is the weight of students in a class. So the weight might vary from so here the weight varies from 145 to it goes up to 182. But and you can do some kind of pattern matching here to see what is the highest, what's the lowest, what's the median, and some kind of analysis like that. So this is what we try will do in univariate data analysis. And then if you move on to bivariate data, as the name suggests, this kind of data have two variables, and we will mostly be trying to understand what kind of what is the relationship between these data. So for example, let's say we have two variables here, the height and weight of the students, and suppose for one example, if you see, if the height increases, maybe the weight increases, or maybe the weight decreases and when the height increases, or some kind of relationship will be there. So to understand this, we will be doing bivariate data analysis, and some of the examples or some of the methods that we'll be following will be maybe covariance or correlation. So let's say we want to understand what is the relationship between height and weight, right? So for that, we will be trying to see what kind of correlation it has, whether height and weight have a positive correlation or whether they have a negative correlation. So things like that. So this was the example for bivariate data. Let's move on to multivariate. So these are the ones which involve three or more variables, and the analysis in this case is also pretty similar to what we do in bivariate data. The only difference is here we have more than one dependent variable. So we'll try to get into more detail on each of these data, and we'll try to explore by using a data set that we have. So for now, this was a brief explanation on what each of these data types will be. So now let's get into the real analysis. Before that, I will just try to give you a brief about what data set we are using here. So this is the dataset that we have downloaded from Kaggle.com. This is the link to it. You can go ahead and download it from there. So this is about the placement of MBA students of a B school, and these are the different attributes that we have. And guys, this is a mixture of both categorical and numerical columns. I'll show you what kind of categorical columns we have. But for now, these are the different attributes that we'll be using to do some kind of analysis. So for first steps, let's just try to import the pandas package, and then create a data frame to load up the data set that we have for placement. So for that, I have created a data frame df and then loaded up the CSV file. And then just for our understanding purposes, I have shown the first five records for the data set. So as I told, it's a mixture of categorical and numerical columns. So you can see here we have some categorical columns here, and then we have some numerical columns also. So, so let's say like I'm taking the status column here. I want to find what are the unique records in this column. So as this is a categorical column, we'll try to find the unique records by doing a df status dot unique, and we have two categories basically. One is placed and one is not placed. So based on this, what I'm trying to do is I will do some kind of univariate. So first, as we found the unique values in this, for univariate data analysis purposes, what I have done here is I have taken this column and I have extracted all the data for which the status is placed or maybe the status is not placed, and then I am trying to do some kind of analysis on top of it. So as we had discussed earlier, univariate involves a analysis based on a single variable, because as you know, univariate is only for one variable. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I have created a data frame df placed, and I am getting all the data where status equal to placed, and then I have done the same for not placed as well. And then these are the first five characters for placed and not placed. And for visualization purposes, just to have some kind of visual graph to see how the data has been distributed and how the distribution looks like, I have created a scatter plot here to show you how the data looks like here. So before that, let's import the matplotlib package and then the numpy package. And as you see here, we are trying to see we are trying to visualize a single variable here, which is the MBA percentage, and then we are trying to see how the distribution looks like. So for that, what I've done is we have taken the x-axis as MBA placed, and the y-axis, as we know, like there is no the y-axis. We are only dealing with one variable, so the y-axis will basically be 0. So for that, what I've done is I've taken the np.zeros like function, and I have parsed the same length as the x-axis, which will create a bunch of zeros for the y-axis. So obviously it will start from 0. So yeah, and you could see here this is the distribution of all the students that have got placed, and what are their MBA percentage. So it spans from somewhere around maybe 40 to, I guess, maybe something around 90s. And this asterisk is a marker for for the type of marker. This is a marker which will show here as a star in the graph. So this was one example of univariate data analysis that I have done here. You can go and explore with different attributes as well. But for just to show you how we do it, I have done it for MBA percentage. And then moving on to bivariate data analysis. So as we had discussed earlier, bivariate means we are dealing with two variables. So here I have taken the MBA percentage and the salary of the students, and we are grouping it by the specialization. So and for that we are using a hue argument. I'll show you how it is done. But for now, just understand that we are using specialization attribute to group these data. So for that, let's import the Seaborn package. And then before getting into plotting anything, let's just see how our data looks like and if there is any not applicable values in any of our columns. So if I do df.isNA.sum, it will sum up all the values of not applicable, and it will show it for the corresponding columns here. So if you see, I have 67 not applicable values for salary. This might be because there were some students which were not placed. So obviously, for those who are not placed, we won't be having any salary value to it, right? So that's what the 67 record. That's what the 67 value here for salary. So for our purpose, so for our analysis purpose, what I'm doing is I'm dropping on those values from salary for which it has not applicable records. So for that, I have created a variable called drop, and then I'm doing a df dot drop na. And then after that, if I do a df dot I is na dot sum to see if there is anything, any na values that are there, I'll get all of these column values as 0, which means there are no na here anymore. So now let's go ahead and plot this out. So again, remember we are plotting this for only the ones who have got placed. So that's why I have done these things to drop all the ones which had NA values, and then we'll be taking those values to plot it out. So before that, let's do one thing. Let's import this particular package, which is scipy.stats, and from there we'll import the Pearson R function. So I'll explain you what this Pearson R function means. But before that, after that, let's just try to plot this one out by taking the x-axis as salary and y-axis as MBA percentage. And as I said earlier, we are grouping it using specialization. So it will basically group it based on what value we have for specialization. And again, specialization is a categorical column. So obviously, as it is a categorical column, we can group it using the unique values that are there in the specialization column here. So the blue dots that the blue dots in the graph are for marketing and HR, and the orange dots are for marketing and finance. And here in that on the top of yeah, on the top, if you see the title, you can see there is a relationship between the salary and MBA percentage, and the value is 0.18. So this means it's a pretty low correlation between these two values, right? So we have actually determined this relationship using the Pearson R function here. So what we are trying to do here is we are taking this function, passing the salary and MBA percentage, and it will calculate the correlation between it, and it will show you the result. So obviously this is not a great, this is not a very strong relation that we have between salary and percentage. So let's try to see some other variable, some other attributes, and try to visualize it and see how the correlation and strength of the correlation is between those variables. So I have taken the x-axis as MBA percentage and the y-axis as HSC percentage, and we are again grouping it using specialization. And if you see here, the relationship, the correlation strength is 0.35, so which is also pretty decent, but it is not a very good. The strength is not very high here. So because if you see the points are pretty scattered, it's not a gradual increase. It's kind of gradual, but it's still very scattered. So that's why the relationship coefficient is 0.35, which is also pretty low. So guys, again, we are trying to do some other kind of we are trying to take other attributes here, and again trying to do some kind of correlation coefficient evaluation. So I've taken the x-axis again as MBA percentage and the y-axis as degree percentage, and then we are grouping it using specialization here again. But and in this case, if you notice, the correlation coefficient has increased a bit from 0.35 to 0.49, and you can notice that there is a pretty good, not a great, but it's still better correlation between MBA percentage and the degree percentage. So you can do you can explore different attributes and try to find what how is the correlation there between the different attributes that are present in the data set. So I have tried to show you few examples here, but you can go ahead and explore with other attributes as well. So now moving on to multivariate data analysis. So here, as I specified before, multivariate data analysis is done mostly when there are more than three variables, and it's the analysis is pretty similar to what we do in bivariate data. So here, as you could see, what we have done is we have tried to plot three graphs. So what basically we did is we have splitted a particular categorical value into three columns, which is the degree column that we took, and it had science and technology, commerce and management, and others. So there are three different categorical values that are there for this particular attribute. And then we have tried to plot it out with x-axis being the MBA percentage and the salary being the y-axis. And we are trying to group it using marketing, finance, and marketing HR. So this will try. So we are basically trying to uncover some kind of patterns that might be there in these by splitting it out into different graphs. So this is one example of multivariate data analysis. And the last thing that I want to show you that we could analyze here is we can try to plot out all the columns on the x-axis and the same for y-axis as well. So here, if you could see, we have taken all the columns that were there, like the serial number, SSC percentage, HSC percentage, degree percentage, and all of the columns in y-axis, and then again the same in x-axis. And then will see how the data looks like and how the pattern of the data is, how the correlation strength is between those two particular attributes. So if you see if there is a gradual increase, then it's a pretty decent or pretty good correlation that is present between the attributes. So this was a brief this was a brief explanation about how we can do multivariate, bivariate, and univariate data analysis. I'll also upload this notebook to GitHub. You feel free to go there and explore more on how we can do the analysis. But this was a brief description of how we do it.